Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a massive drugstore haul. Massive. I think this is one of the biggest hauls I think I've ever done. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am to get into this, and let's go ahead and get started. So all these things came from either Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart, Target, CVS, Kmart, like all of the places. So the first things I picked up are these Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundations, and I got 3 of them. I got all 3 different shades, and they were 40% off. I believe I got these at Walgreens for 40% off, or Rite Aid. I think it was Rite Aid. Rite Aid had it for 40% off. So I got the shade Porcelain. And I'm pretty sure full price these are $5, so I got them 40% off, so that's why I got so many. And then the next color I got was Soft Ivory. Color I picked up, which kind of has like a pink tint to it. This is the shade Nude Ivory. So here's what all 3 of the shades are, in case you were wondering. This is what they all look like together. So since Wet n Wild was 40% off, I took advantage of that and I got a bunch of the things that I've been wanting to try. So I picked up the blush, and this is Fantastic Plastic Pink, and it's the Color Icon blushes. I think this looks like such a pretty like Barbie pink, and there's a little plastic brush. But I think this just looks like such a pretty color, and it does have like a little bit of sparkle in it, but ooh, let's see if I can get it to show up. So that's what that looks like. Next up, I have this eyeshadow trio from Wet n Wild, and this is called Velour Vixen. So I've only tried a trio from Wet n Wild before, and I think it was last year's spring collection. So I'm excited to try this, and I love these colors. Like this right here reminds me of a MAC shade. What is it called? Oh. What is it? I can't remember, but it's like the dark black colored eyeshadow from MAC that has like little purple glitter specks in it. I can't for the life of me think of what it is called. If I remember, I will put it on the screen right now. But it has like that right there, and then it has like this beautiful like maroon shade, and then just like an all over like cream shade. So let's touch them. And I like how it says brow bone, crease, and eyelid. Ooh, and they're really creamy. So those are some swatches. Don't mind this nail or this nail. I got liquid lipstick stained underneath my nail, so it looks dirty, but I promise it's not. How pretty. And then we went to Kmart, and I haven't been to Kmart, I swear, since I was like 10 years old, and I wanted to look at their makeup section. So we walked over there, and they didn't have a lot of stuff, but they had this brand called Pixel, and this is what the foundation looks like, and it's a triple boost gel foundation fruit elixir. It says it's hydrating, rejuvenating, and radiance boosting, enriched with pomegranate, apple, and papaya. I personally have never heard of any kind of foundation like that, so I picked one up, and I got the shade number 1 Ivory, and I really like the packaging. So along with this, they had a concealer. Let me see if this says if this is full coverage or not. This doesn't say if it's full coverage or medium coverage or whatever, but I am going to do a first impression on all 3 of these things, so look out for that. Anyway, so then I picked up the concealer to go with it, and this says it's the Hydrating, Rejuvenating, and Blemish Concealer. I got the shade 2 Fawn, and it's also a gel concealer. And then I also picked up the matte powder from this brand Pixel, and I got the 01 shade. Again, this says it's enriched with the pomegranate, apple, and papaya. I really like the packaging on these. It kind of reminds me of the Rimmel Wake Me Up, I believe. So you get a mirror inside of this, and then this is the powder. The powder feels a little rough, but it does blend out really well on the back of my hand. So I'm excited to try all three of these together. Again, I'm going to do a first impression on the foundation, concealer, and powder. So keep a lookout for that. I did try to do some research on this brand Pixel, and I found their Instagram page, but they only had like 5 posts. So I don't really know if it's like a new brand or what it is. So if you guys have heard of it, let me know below if you've tried any of this. Moving on, I have the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Translucent Finishing Powder, and it looks like this. This packaging, like this container, oh my goodness. I specifically only got this because Casey Holmes was talking about it, and I got mine in the shade, I think I just got the shade Translucent. This says MM1, so I'm not sure, but I do know that they have like either 1 or 2 more different shades. So this is the packaging. Like, how pretty is that? This is like heavy duty for Walmart. So you open it up, so it's kind of deceiving. It makes you think you're getting more than you are, but you get like a little poof, and then there's your loose powder, so I'm excited to try that. This container is massive. And then I saw that Rimmel came out with eyeshadow palettes, so I picked up this one, and this one is in 02 London Nudes Calling. This palette reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, so I wanted to try that out. And then you get 2 sponges, which I'm going to go ahead and throw away now because I'm not going to use them. How did we make it through life for like, that's all I used. I even used those sponges in high school. I don't even know how I did it. So these are the colors. So they don't feel super creamy. They feel kind of dry, but you never know like once you put them on your eyes. So I did about, so that's what some of the swatches look like. And it looks like you only get 1 matte shade. So the rest looks like shimmer shades, so that's interesting. I swear, most of this stuff is Wet n Wild and I didn't plan it. It's just because it was 40% off. I went crazy. Next, I have this Wet n Wild pressed powder. It's the Photo Focus pressed powder, and it's in the shade 826C Golden Tan. Ew, there's a cat here in it. Story of my life. So it looks like this. I got this because I thought I could bronze with it. This is the shade. I thought it was really pretty, and like I said, since it was 40% off, ooh, it feels really soft. I thought it would be a really pretty shade to maybe like warm up the face a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but then also I'm going to try to tell you guys where I found these things if I can remember. And then I also, when I was at Target, I found the Jordana brand, and they had the blushes, and my Walgreens doesn't carry the blushes. They just carry like the lip liners and the lipsticks. So I picked up the shade 32 Rose Silk. It's just an everyday rose shade. I thought the container was pretty cute too. So that's the shade right there. The consistency of this reminds me of the Cargo blushes, if you've ever tried those. Next up, I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour, and this is in Dolce de Leche, and I believe this is the lightest shade. This has been around for a while, but I wanted to try it. And so you have your contour shade and then your highlight shade right here, which I would probably use this to contour with and this to set my concealer. This feels really good. These powders feel really smooth. You can see those. So let's talk about some lip products. We've been doing all face, it seems like. So I found this Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick, and this is in the shade 53 Retro Red, and I just really like the packaging. It's that rose gold color. And then this is what it looks like. So it just looks like a nice like cranberry red shade. Or it's almost like a, I don't know. I think it's a cranberry red. It's not an actual red. It looks a lot darker. in the tube, but I thought that was really pretty. And then I finally picked up one of these. I don't own any of them. This is the Revlon Matte Liquid Lipstick, and it says new shade. It's in the shade, is it Embrace? 640 Embrace. I've been really curious to know if these worked or not, and then, ooh, I don't know if I like the applicator, but kind of thick. It reminds me of the Hard Candy liquid lipsticks. I don't know. Like, does this dry matte? I'm not sure. It's a really pretty color. It looks like an everyday color. I'm gonna leave it on my hand to see if it dries matte. Then I found some Wet n Wild lip glosses. This is in Ring My Bell Bottoms. And I feel like a lot of the stuff I found was like old stuff, like from the fall time. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm not mad at it, but I just think it's weird. So let's... Ooh, I like the applicator. This is a pretty like pale gold color. I think it would be pretty. Does it smell? Ooh, it doesn't smell very good. But that's what that looks like. You can see it. It's just like a clear gloss, a clear pale gold gloss with gold flecks. I think it's funny how I started off with a ponytail right here and then it's creeping over more and more over to the side. And then I found another one of them, and this is in the shade Moxie Brown. This just looks like a straight bronze color with a little bit of gold reflect. Next up, I have this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. This says it's a lid, line, and lash. And this is in the color 70 Gold Glitz. I don't think I've ever seen these before, nor have I tried them, nor have I heard anybody talk about them. So I thought they were interesting. So one side is the gold, and it's a doe foot applicator. Pretty. And then the other side is like a black glitter with like a silver glitter, and this has a pointed applicator, so I'm assuming this is supposed to be the liner part. So those are the two shades right here. The gold, which I guess is the eyeshadow, and then this is the liner. I think it's pretty. Again, I'm gonna leave all this stuff on my hand so I can see if it dries matte or not. Then I picked up a Maybelline color tattoo, and this is the Eye Chrome. I think these are fairly new. This is in the shade Electric Emerald. So you open it, and it's a doe foot applicator like this. Ooh, it's really pretty. It kind of goes on like a liquid lipstick, actually. Look at that. Ooh. That's really pretty. So, here's another blush. This is from Flower Beauty, and this is the blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus PB4. Looks like it kind of has a NARS Orgasm feel to it. Like it's like a pinky color, but then it has like a gold undertone. Do you see that? I really like it. And it feels really creamy. That looks like NARS Orgasm. It really does. So far the Maybelline eye tattoo dried. It's completely matte. The gold from that Revlon, from this thing, that dried completely matte too. It's right here, right next to it. But the Revlon liquid lipstick is still wet. So I don't know. Is this supposed to dry matte? I'm so confused. Next up, I have some lashes, and I found Nicole Guerrero's lashes with Eylure, so of course I bought them. I got the one, I think there's only two kinds, so I got the wispy one, and this just says Casually Glamorous. And then I got two of the other ones, and this one is called 143, and they kind of remind me of House of Lashes Iconics, but a little thicker, and I don't know if I'm gonna like the band on these. The next thing I have is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray, and it looks like this. Let's spray and see. I feel like I've only heard like one person talk about it. Oh my goodness. So it kind of has a weird like cinnamon smell to it. I don't know. I could be crazy, but it has like the same spray as the all-nighter one. Next, I have this Sculpt and Go Creamy Contour Stick from Jordana. And I love to cream contour, so when I saw this, I needed it. And this is in the shade 01 Light. So let's go ahead and open this. I really like that it's pointed too. Does it twist? Oh, there we go. So yeah, you can twist it up too, so it kind of just has like that bullet shape. Ooh, it feels really creamy. That's it right there. That's pretty. It has just enough gray undertone, it looks like. That Revlon lipstick still hasn't dried down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm done talking about it because it doesn't seem like it's gonna dry down. So then I picked up this mascara. I've never heard of this. It's from Covergirl, and it's called the Max Volume Flamed Out Mascara. And I think I got the waterproof. I'm not sure. Well, it says water resistant, so I'm assuming. But I got the Very Black Blaze color. I thought the tube was cool, so we'll have to give that a try. And the brush looks like it's going to give me a lot of volume. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Wand. Next up, I have a cream bronzer from Sonia Kaskuk, and I got this from Target. This is in the shade 41 Warm Tan, and it looks like this. I believe there's only two shades, and I got the lightest one, but I wanted to see if this was maybe a dupe for the Chanel de Tan Chanel like cream bronzer. And I believe I got this on clearance too, so this is what it looks like. Ooh, it feels really creamy. Like the Chanel one feels kind of dry, like it's not this creamy. So I'll just go ahead and put it right next to that Jordana contour stick. So this is the Sonia Kaskuk cream bronzer. Ooh, these two together I bet would be so pretty. So this is actually like a pretty warm bronzer. It does remind me of the Chanel one. So for tools, I picked up the Loreal Blend Artist Infallible Contour Blending Sponge, and it looks like this. It's like flat. I don't know. It's weird. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a football. And it feels really stiff. So I'm not sure how that's going to be once you get it wet. We'll have to see. I usually use a Real Technique sculpting brush when I use a cream contour cream bronzer, so that's why I wanted to get this sponge, just to try something different. And then I saw the stippling brush and I was like, what? It's like all dusty. So this is from Makeup Academy Professional, and I believe I found this at CVS. Like, it's massive. Look how good that looks. This looks so amazing. Oh my gosh, I love how big it is. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so good to blend out your blush, contour, and highlight together. I cannot wait. I love how big this is. Like, look at this. This is huge. Like, the stippling brush that I'm using currently is the Wet n Wild one, and like, look at the size difference. This is nice. Like, I feel like I'm going to have way more control with this big handle. I have an eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild here, and this is in the shade 738 Comfort Zone. And again, they have it labeled brow bone, eyelid, crease, and what's that say? Definer at the bottom. So I was saying that I mainly got it for this shade right here. It looks like a duochrome, I don't even know, like brownish teal color. So I'm going to touch that one because that's why I want it. Oh my god, these shadows are so nice. I can't believe I've never bought a palette before from them. So there's some swatches. Look at this. This is why I wanted it for that color. So I have 3 more like eye face products, and then the rest is like all lipsticks. So I picked up the Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer, and this is in the shade 01 Fair. So I feel like I heard a few people talk about this when it first came out, but I haven't heard anything recently, so I don't know if that means it's good or bad, but I love concealers, so I'm really excited to try this. Then I found this pigment, and this is from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade, it says it's a limited edition. It says it's in the shade Heart of Rose Gold. I might be crazy, but I feel like this looks like the exact same packaging as MAC Pigments. I don't know, it looks really pretty. I kind of want to open it, but I don't want to make a huge mess. I've never tried any of the Wet n Wild pigments. Not that I can remember. I don't think I have. So, oh cool. So it has a sifter on it. MAC Pigments don't even have that. So you can just pop over the lids. You don't have to worry about it spilling. It always makes me wonder when like companies, like this was pretty inexpensive, especially 40% off. So why can't like companies like MAC that charge like, what are their pigments, like $20, $30? Why can't they put a sifter on there? Like I don't understand. This is really pretty. So that's it right there on my hand. Look at that. And then there's some on my finger too. So I'm giving you like 2 swatches. That's pretty. My last eye product is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is the cream eyeshadow in 90 Vintage Plum. I just thought this was a really pretty color. Like, look at that. It'd be really pretty for a base for like a cool toned eye look. Should wipe this brush off first, but this is really pretty. Yeah, it's like a cool tone, like taupey color. That'd be really pretty for a base, like I said, for like a cool tone eyeshadow look. This eyeshadow base looks like something that I would use for, or with the Loreal Pro 2 palette, the gray one. Like that looks like that would be something that I would use it with. Okay, next up, it's all lips. Are you excited as I am? Because I am. So the first thing we have here is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner. This is in the shade Gone Burgundy. This packaging is super sleek. I really like it. So it's a twist up. Oh, that point looks good too. Oh wow, this is really pigmented. That's pretty. Again, that is in the shade Gone Burgundy. Then I have a Milani lipstick, and this is in the shade Coral Addict. I got this because the spring and summer, well, spring's over, but summer's here, so pretty. I think it's more of like an orange than I would say coral, but it's kind of sheer. It's really shiny, so it has a sheen to it. That's it right there. Then I picked up the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in the shade Berry Recognize, and I thought it was a really pretty berry shade. So it's like a slanted doe foot. Oh, there's like a big chunk of product on the end of that. I don't know, it's kind of weird. This is a really pretty shade, and it doesn't look like it's going to be patchy at all. Wow. Look at that. That's like super high-end looking, isn't it? And then I have this Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is in the shade Cinnamon Toast. And then this has a smaller doe foot. Ooh, this is really pretty too. It's a really dark nude, and it smells like vanilla. Oh my goodness. So it's right there. And then I have these 2 Maybelline Color Jolts. I have the shade, well, this is what the packaging looks like. So we'll start with this one. This one is in the shade 05 Stripped Down. And I really like the applicator. It reminds me of the Too Faced Melted. That is so pretty. If I wasn't wearing this color right now, I would totally put this on. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's like a dark pink nude. And then this color is in the shade 10 Never Bare. Right there. So some more Wet n Wild stuff, can you believe it? I can't. So I picked up these lip glosses. This is what they look like. It just says Pop. I don't know if this is like the spring collection. This first one right here is in the shade Strawberries and Femme. Strawberries and Femme? Did the other applicator look like this? I'm not sure. This smells pretty good. Ooh, that's really pretty. It's a little sticky, but I don't think that I will mind. Look at the like the color payoff on that lip gloss. What is this? Color Icon lip gloss? That's really pretty. The next one I have right here is a lavender lilac shade, and it's called Lilac Theater. It looks like this. These have been perfect. That purple shade would have been perfect for spring. And then the last shade I have is called Raised on Good Corals, and it's this coral peachy color. The formula of these is really nice. Like, it's a little sticky, like I said, but I kind of like it. And then that's that shade. Oh yeah, I forgot. I picked up this Shine Shot thing from Maybelline. It's a prismatic lip top coat. I thought it was supposed to go with those color jolts because it was in the same section, but I got the glittery one. I didn't get the just the clear one. Which I guess if I like this, I'm going to go back and get the clear one too, but I thought this was really pretty. Oh, whoa. I put out way too much. So this is definitely like a pearl color. This right there. That's a really pretty, ooh, I'm going to put some on. Ooh. Can you tell a difference? I think that's pretty. I'm hungry. I really want a Baconator from Wendy's. It's so unhealthy. It has like 900 calories, but it sounds so good right now. And a Dr. Pepper, even though I prefer Mr. Pibb. But Mr. Pibb doesn't seem to exist here in California for some reason, so I can only drink it when I'm back in Kansas, or did I find it in Vegas? I think I did find it in Vegas. And then I picked up this Maybelline lip liner. This is in 125 Magnetic Mauve. And I don't own any lip liners from Maybelline. I think these are, well, it says new, so I think it's new or fairly new. So it looks really similar. This is the Wet n Wild Gel lip liner, and this is the Maybelline one, except this was like 3, and I think this was like 7 or 8. And it's a twist up top. Ooh, this one's really nice too. They kind of remind me of each other. This would be a good all over your lip color, or it kind of reminds me of MAC Whirl. It reminds me of all like the mauve lip liner shades, but it's really nice. Last 2 things and we are done with this haul. My back is starting to hurt. So I have these Maybelline Baby Lips Color Balm Crayons. And they look like this. Aren't they super fascinating? They sold me just on the packaging. So let's do this one first. This one is in the shade number 10 Blush Burst. And it says it has moisturizing oils in it. Yeah, that's all I can see, but that's what it says. Doesn't it look pretty? So you open it up. Ew, I think mine was used. So you open it up and then you can twist it. So let's see. Wow, that's really pigmented. It's like a cream sheen from MAC. It kind of looks like that. That's really pretty. Okay, it doesn't look that pigmented on camera, but in person it does. That's really pretty. That would be a really pretty color. Like you could skip the gloss and just do this with some lip liner, or just do this with no lip liner. That's really pretty. Ooh, now I have to go back and get the other one. The last thing of this haul. So this is in the shade Toasted Taupe, and it's 05. It's the, I think this is the lightest shade that they had. And same thing. I really like these. Ooh, this is actually a lot lighter than what it looks. It kind of reminds me of Myth. I guess I should see if they smell, huh? They smell a little bit like coconut, I think. So that's that shade right there. That's really pretty too. It does remind me of Myth. It's like a peachy nude shade. You stayed with me this whole entire haul. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you guys saw some things that you liked and thought were interesting. As always, if you have tried any of this stuff, let me know what you think down below. If you like it, you hate it, you have all of the shades, whatever you want to tell me, just write it down below. If you want to see more haul videos, please give this video a thumbs up, because I love haul videos, because I love new makeup and I love seeing new products or old products, whatever. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you want to see more of me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.